Welcome back to Y2K Finance. Today we've got a short presentation on something really interesting. We're going to cover some of the depeg events that have happened on Y2K, in addition to some interesting metrics behind them too. Now if you're new here, Y2K is our project live on Arbitrum offering a variety of financial products based on peg derivatives. If you want to learn about this and how you as a user can interact with them, then head to some of our previous videos which will show you everything that you need to know, and of course we'll leave a link to them in the description below. Now before we dive in, we want to make it clear, depegs happen in crypto a lot. In fact, this presentation is proof of that. They're happening in our Y2K vaults, and as a result our token holders are making significant fees. That's essentially what the premise of this presentation is about. Now if you head to Y2K, you'll know that we have two vaults at the moment in the form of the risk vault and the hedge vault, and recently we've added a couple of new assets in the form of wrapped Bitcoin and USDD, of course in addition to the 5 stablecoins that we had before. Now of course this is important because at times crypto can be volatile and sometimes you will want to protect yourself against the downside of these assets losing their peg. Of course you can do this with the hedge side, and this is really important because at times these assets do lose their peg. In fact, we've seen 3 already just on Y2K in the form of USDT, Magic Internet Money, and wrapped Bitcoin, which is again one of the new assets that we've added to our vaults. So what happened exactly? Well, in Epoch 1 we did see Magic Internet Money and USDT both lose their peg. When did this happen? Well, it was during the early parts of November, during which the entire crypto asset class was under quite significant stress. This was during the FTX collapse, and you can see here via this chart and trading view that USDT lost its peg there. And of course the same thing happened to Magic Internet Money, and this resulted in both these assets losing their peg on Y2K, resulting in significant fees. Now you can see from this June analytics chart that we've got here that we can see some interesting metrics behind both of these events. You can see here for USDT there was 155 ETH deposited, and for Magic Internet Money 192 ETH deposited on the hedge side. On the risk side, the users who were selling insurance, there was significantly more, 2,000 plus ETH here and 1,700 plus ETH here. And of course this resulted in a significant win for the hedgers. They were able to risk a small amount of ETH, but of course claim a significant return on top of that. Now Y2K as a protocol earns fees via the weekly and monthly vaults that we have via Earthquake, and those fees currently stand at around 5% of the hedge and risk vault deposits when there is a depeg. And therefore you can see that from an event like this, the Y2K protocol is able to earn a remarkable amount of fees. And where do those fees go? Well, they go to the voted locked Y2K holders. Now we have a whole video on that, so go check that out. We'll leave that in the description below. Again, this shows the incredible fees that Y2K was able to generate around that November time, during which both USDT and Magic Internet Money lost their peg. Now, interestingly, a similar thing happened to wrapped Bitcoin. This was via our Twitter page, which I recommend you follow. We'll have lots of alpha available there. And this was around January 28th, around 4:39 p.m. UTC, in which there was a depeg event on the wrapped Bitcoin vault, and the hedgers won again. This was in Epoch 3, and again we can see some interesting metrics here as well. We can see that there was around 5 ETH on the hedge side and 18 ETH on the risk side, and of course that resulted in the hedgers claiming some more rewards. Again, a lot of these fees are going to voted lock Y2K holders, so if you want to participate in that, again you can claim some of these fees that we earn, the protocol earns, from these depegging events. Now what I want to do here is I just want to highlight the importance of protection. Again, some of these assets in crypto are very volatile, and at times you need to protect yourself against the downside. And that's what you can do directly here on Y2K. You can head over to the hedge side, deposit some ETH against the asset that you want to protect yourself with. And again, that safety is so important, especially during stressful times in the crypto asset class when things are volatile. You want to protect yourself against the downside. You can hedge directly on Y2K, and of course earn fees alongside for those of you who have the voted lock Y2K token. So yeah, check out our pages, go to Y2K and have a play around with our protocol. Watch our content if you want a guide on how to do so. Follow us on Twitter, join our Discord, and of course we'll be back with more content fairly soon.